Hey there, Patriots. Welcome back to the front lines. Death Watch here to give you guys more intel so you can update your personal armory and fight back against the fake news media machine. And today we'll be looking at a individual going by the name of Egan Tillman, who has recently been under fire by voice actors for his stop motion creation, essentially a parody, right? A spoof of Scooby Doo in Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Completely harmless. I feel like it's completely harmless. I understand the whole arguments behind using AI voice. However, I find it completely hypocritical here where you have the voice actress for Daphne, which Egan uses her voice as using AI generation, uses her voice to use for Daphne, right, in his clip, right. However, Gray Diallo comes out and says, "I'm going to blacklist you, right, because of what you've done. I'm going to encourage all my friends to blacklist you from this industry, right?" Which is completely disgusting, in my opinion, right? She openly says right here, creators who do unethical things run the risk of getting blacklisted, right? She claims that this is unethical. This is a lot of controversy around AI, right? I understand that, right? That's just a fact. I said I was going to warn my colleagues as I would do for anyone who was vulnerable to the death. The filmmaker has apologized and promised to do the right thing from here on out. We're good, right? Egan, thank you for apologizing. I hope, you will remove the stolen voices and hire some non-union folks who would jump at the chance to get some experience and something for their demo, right? Death is wrong, but I forgive you if you do the right thing. Okay. Egan openly comes out and says that I'm just doing this for a portfolio, right? I'm not making any money off this. I'm just doing this for fun, right? Which is completely I say that that's not unethical because you have tons of people who are using AI generated voices of characters to make music, to make parody music songs, to make parody covers, right? And so to sit here and say that that's a huge problem, right? It's kind of, I'm on the fence about it, right? I kind of find a lot of it to be hypocritical, right? You have Jay Lender, who was at first on the boycott bandwagon, right? The kind of I'm going to blacklist you too for using AI generated voices. However, you have other YouTubers such as Glorb here, right? I'm not trying to call this person out or say this person should be receive any type of backlash whatsoever, right? I actually listen to some of the songs. I think it's funny, but he's most likely uses AI generated voices of SpongeBob characters in order to make rap songs, right? And I'm pretty sure he gets he monetizes this stuff, right? So it's just kind of hypocritical because again, there's tons of videos online of people using AI generated voices of politicians, presidents, whoever, right? A bunch of cartoon characters all around just making music and they're monetizing it, right? And so for everybody to really just hop on this one guy because he's open about what he did, right? He openly says that, yeah, I did this, but I'm doing it for not for a profit, just to showcase my stop animation work, right? And he does with when it comes to I believe the voice actor for Shaggy, right? He actually got this guy to help him out, right? The Sweet Life of Shaggy, and definitely check this guy out. But for all these people to come out and just be like, we're going to blacklist you from the industry, right? Because you've done something completely out of bounds, out of left field, and we hate you for this, right? We're openly going to ensure that you find no work anywhere in this space, right? That's kind of disgusting. Okay, he openly comes out and says, AI disclaimer, I'm not a fan of AI. The only reason I use AI voice for Fred, Daphne, and Velma in in SG Clugger is because I can't really afford to pay a ton of voice actors ATM, and it's also difficult to find impersonators for the gang other than Shaggy and Scooby. This is intended to make money. It's only honestly created as a portfolio piece in a giant joke that took me way too long to animate, so I just use AI considering how I'm a one-man team and don't have the means for many voice actors at the moment. If it counts for anything, the rest of the video is painstakingly designed, modeled, textured, animated, lit, rendered, edited, composed, and posted all by me 1000% from scratch by hand with nothing other than my own brain creative drive doing the work. I even learned to do a Scooby impression so I could voice Scooby myself. I have some original shorts in the works, and I plan for those to be completely AI free. So consider this video a launch pad for my Patreon, my work, so that I will be able to bring on more talent in the future. Thanks for the support, everyone. Is very much appreciated, right? And so he even, I think he was on Clownfish TV, right? He was in the comment sections of Clownfish TV saying that he's happy that a lot of people are, showing support for him, right? So overall, he comes out and says, I don't hate voice actors. I literally just view my video as a giant overproduced meme. I don't really think AI was that big of a deal because the video was just a joke I was making in my free time. I genuinely thought I'd just get a couple of hundred upvotes on Reddit, right? So, overall, I don't think what this dude did was bad, right? He did it as simply a portfolio work. He's not monetizing it. He's not really making money off any of this, right? For these actors to get, all upset and then sit here and say, oh, we are going to blacklist you from the industry because how dare you do this, right? Jay Linder, who is a storyboard writer, director for SpongeBob SquarePants, right? Again, where is this energy for any of these other YouTubers who are clearly using, most likely using AI, or they're probably they have voice impersonators, right? But still, you can, in some cases, you can probably just get somebody to impersonate, who could do a really good impersonation of a character, then use AI to then replicate that, right? Because people's voices go up, they go down. If they're, they have a sore throat that day, or if they've been talking too much, reading too many lines, their voice kind of fluctuates, right? So you can probably get away with using, getting them to say a couple of lines very clearly, then use AI to kind of generate that same type of speech pattern, right? That's definitely something you can most likely do, because I know you can definitely do that with music, right? You don't have to play out a full entire song on guitar. You can just play the riffs. You can play the just a couple of chords, a couple of notes, and then use AI to kind of generate that same type of tempo right there, right? So again, AI is a very difficult new form of technology that we are entering right now when it comes to a lot of this, right? You have this from Discussing Film. The studio's AI proposal to SAG-AFTRA included scanning a background actor's likeness for 1 day's worth of pay and using their likeness forever in any form without any pay or consent, right? Again, I understand the full argument of AI, right? And when it comes to the bigger industries, right? Yeah, they should definitely be held accountable for doing that type of crap. There should be a lot of, lobbying, or, not essentially lobbying, right? The actors themselves should really, with this strike, should really push back against this, right? However, when it comes to really using AI to write scripts, right? You can't really fight back against that, right? It's free. A lot of this is free source. Okay. That's really what technology, the revolution of technology, right? We are kind of in a new industrial revolution where AI is, a lot of it is free source, and people everywhere has the means to use and acquire this technology, right? As technology becomes more and more advanced, it starts to become more and more cheaper for people to, buy, right? Back in the 50s, right, 16 gigabytes of RAM was like millions of dollars. Now you can just go and buy you two sticks of 16 gigabyte RAMs for like 100, or like anywhere between 100 and $200, right? If you wanted to glow, do RGB lights, you're looking at the $200-300 range, right? It's a new frontier that we are in. I understand all the arguments. However, again, I find it completely hypocritical for all these people to come out and attack this guy, right? Only because, in my opinion, his only crime is actually coming out and saying that he used AI to generate the voices, right? However, you have all these other people on YouTube who are using, right, who are also saying that, yeah, I'm using AI, having characters from different TV shows all come together, make memes, make AI generated memes, make AI generated music, and all this other crap, right? Mute covers of popular songs, and they are monetizing it. They're making money off it, right? And yet these same voice actors aren't coming out and attacking these people, right? They're coming after this guy because he is, nice enough, right? He was nice enough to come out and said, yes, I use AI for this work, and I'm just putting it out there just so people can look at it and hopefully support me so that I can continue this work, and hopefully you hire some actual voice actors, right, to work with, right? And so I think that, yeah, I'm on this guy's side, right? I'm on this guy's side. I understand Jay Lender, his gripes about it, right? He came out and apologized for kind of just bandwagoning and dogpiling this guy. However, Gray Dial, she's still standing firm that this guy needs to apologize and bend the knee to me for using my voice, and that I'm still going to, until he like completely removes this video from his from YouTube and any other anywhere else he's posted this, right? Until he completely removes this, I'm still going to actively try to get him blacklisted from any industry that I find out he's working in, or I find out that I have friends. If I have friends working in any industry where he's trying to get in, I'm going to ensure that these people blacklist him from ever working there, right? uh, Completely tyrannical in my opinion, right? Very tyrannical, very not really something going way above what really needs to be done. Okay. So like always, right? Stay safe, stay sane, be vigilant. Let me know your opinions down in the comment section below, and I'll see you Patriots on the battlefield.